Hi, I'm Galen Fous, and you're watching the Portland Pick. I have a group together under my name called the Galen Fous Collective, and it has a number of musicians who rotate in and out and show up when we can all make it. Lucky to play with musicians who are just really excellent musicians technically and musically, conservatory trained musicians who can tell me, oh, that's in this key. I mean, they give me all that kind of side of the coin, but they have a real strong intuitive sense themselves and creative sense, to bring in these textures that are not just straight up, from the classical tradition or any tradition that they might have played in before. I picked up a guitar. A friend left me a guitar. It was like in the late 60s, Vietnam War. A buddy got hooked and was off to the war, and he had an old beat-up acoustic guitar, and he said, "Here, Galen." And I hadn't played, and so I just started plucking around with that and started developing some of my own kind of chording and sound, and was, entertaining myself, and so I played that way for about 10 years, just kind of in the closet, just working on my stuff. And a few years later, found a horn player, and then added a bass player and a percussionist, and was playing under the name Geo in the late 80s. By the time the early 90s rolled around, I was hitting about 40-something, and I had two sons who were, about 5 and 7 years old, and I had a couple businesses I was trying to get off the ground, and I just had to recognize that, whoa, this time for the music isn't there, and the outcome of playing music isn't there from what needs to happen right now. So I just kind of took it cold turkey, okay, that's it, put it away, and just let it go, and didn't touch a guitar until my youngest son, Cam, in his late teens, had started playing the guitar, and I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for my son bringing it back. And so it was really a miraculous event in and of itself, just to have had the thing that I gave up, hung the guitar up for, my sons basically, to have one of my sons bring it back into my life was really what a gift from him to have that roll back. So without that I wouldn't be playing. This is like 6 or 7 years later, and it's been such a rich part of my life. I'm so grateful to be playing music again. It was almost like the music kept growing, even though I stopped playing. Once I started playing again, what was coming was much different than it's very distinct. It had grown in different ways. It was still kind of in a core way the same, but it had evolved and developed in numerous ways, rhythmically and in terms of my own, what I call it now is Mythic acoustic fusion. And it brings in elements of across the board from South American oriented music and African and classic and Celtic. Not by I have studied those and I'm going to weave some of this in, just my own style that comes out. But I don't read music, I just totally self-taught, and the music is really an emotional statement for me. I believe that's my intention in creating music, is I want to play music that moves me, and I hope that music will move others as well.